Good morning, guys. This is Regina with Revolved Realty, and we have an office in Decatur and in Huntsville, and I sell real estate in North Alabama, all over North Alabama, all the way from Gunnersville to Lawrence County. So I want to talk to you today about some of the most frequently asked questions that I get, and maybe it will help you guys. If you follow my channel, I put a lot of videos up, and maybe some of the things that I put up will help you. One of the questions is, where do I start if I'm listing my house? Well, first thing, curb appeal. Make sure you get all the stuff out of your yard. Try to get your lawn mowed and all your shrubs trimmed. Maybe paint your front door. Make things look nice. Declutter, declutter, declutter on the inside of your house. And if there's any issues with paint, try to get that fixed up. Number 2, and I can go into more detail if you give me a call. Why would I use a realtor? I can sell my house myself. Yes, you can sell your house yourself, but did you know that the first 10 days your house is up on a website like Zillow or Realtor.com or any of those sites that you can put your house on for sale by owner, the first 10 days is the most important on the market. That's the first 10 days is when every agent looks at your house, is when every lender looks at your house, and when every buyer looks at your house. Did you know that after those 10 days, if you list with a real estate agent, your house has already been seen? Your price has already been set? Did you know that the photos that you put up, if they're not professional, we've already seen those photos, so we know the details of your property. Did you know if you don't want to work with an agent, if you don't pay an agent's commission, an agent doesn't bring a buyer to your house? We don't care to bring a buyer if we have to ask the buyer to pay money to us, because buyers don't want to do that. So there is a lot of benefits to using an agent. Number 1, maybe you're not pricing your house correctly. Have you pulled comps of the area to see what the last sold is in your area? I'm not going to give you a presentation of why you should use an agent, but if I were listing my house, I would interview 3 agents to see what benefit they could bring me before I put my house up on a for sale by owner site. Number 3, if I sign a contract to sell my house and I don't get the house that I want to purchase if my house goes under contract, can I pull my house off the market? Well, no, you can't. Once you sign a binding contract in the state of Alabama, you cannot back out of that contract. The people that you are signing the contract with can sue you, and I'm not a lawyer, but they can make you perform. Once you have a binding contract in the state of Alabama, you cannot modify any contract in the state of Alabama once you put your signature on it. So every contingency and everything that you put in that contract that you put your signature on is binding and legal in the state of Alabama. So let me give you a for instance. You have a house for sale for $300,000. And someone comes and they say, okay, I'll pay $280,000 for it, and I'm going to give you $1,000 in earnest money. And you say, hey, that sounds great. You get a pre-approval letter, because if you don't get a pre-approval letter and you don't know if they're approved, and you sign that contract and they can't purchase your house, then you have really messed up, because now you're in a binding contract. You've taken your house off the market. You don't know if they can purchase it. But let's say they give you an approval letter, and you know they can purchase it, and then you can't find a place to live. Well, you didn't put in your contingency that you need 90 days to find a place to live, or you didn't put in your contingency that you need a lease back option to maybe rent your house till you find a place to live, and you can't find a place to live. And oh no, what are you going to do? Well, your closing's in 30 days. These guys are going to close. You have to give them the keys in 30 days when the bank says they can close. You have no options unless they want to release you from the contract. Now, there are some things you can do. If you want to, you can move into a rental if you can find somebody to work with you on that. You can go to a hotel and put your stuff in storage. You can move in with a family member. But they can make you perform because you have put your name on that line stating that you will sell your house in 30 days. You have agreed to the contract. You've signed the dotted line. Okay, now there's another thing you can do. If you want them to release you from the contract, you can buy out the contract. If they will let you, they have the choice to let you. Some purchasers will, for a certain amount of money, let you buy the contract out. In other words, you get to keep your house, but you have to pay them $10,000 or $20,000 for them to look at another house. And so this is another good reason to have an agent on your side that is trained and knows what they're doing. Not all agents are comparable. So if I can ever help you with anything, please give me a call. My name is Regina Campbell. I work for Revolve Realty. Hey, I work the Decatur area, the Huntsville area, Gunnersville, Florence. I work Alabama. So give me a call. My number is 256-759-3161. And if you have a question you would like answered, drop it in the comments and I will get you the answer. You guys have a wonderful day.